Hey folks, what I'm going to show you today is a method to mount the landing gear to an area that you can't reach. What we have here is a Perception Pescador Pilot 12. It's the hybrid pedal or paddle. A friend of ours let us borrow this. We installed the landing gear on it, and just on a side note, where we installed it, we actually had to do a boat repair on this. The plastic is real thin. So if you're going to purchase this boat and install the landing gear on it, we recommend that you do the upgraded backing plate. That's what we're going to install here today. But the main method we wanted to show you was how to get to an area that you cannot reach through an access. So what you're going to need is a coat hanger, or depending on the length of the area you're installing away from a hatch, you might need something longer. You're going to need 2 1/4-inch bolts and nuts, wire snips, tape, and some fishing line. This is braid. Mono works a little bit better, but I forgot to bring it with me from the house, so we're going to use braid today. Alright, so with that side mounted up, just going to show you what we're going to do on this side. We've already got the holes drilled, so you're going to do a normal install up to this point as far as laying your backing plate out, making sure everything will fit in that area, making sure the internal area is free of cables and all that. So that is your normal up to this point. So what you're going to do, clip your coat hanger, straighten it out. I don't need that piece. Alright, and then you take your mono or your braid, and you need a piece just big enough. You're going to want to hang it about 1.5 feet outside of each hole. And then tape one end of your fishing line to your coat hanger. Alright, got your line taped on your coat hanger. You're going to insert it into the hole up towards your hatch, and you're going to bring it out. Remember, you want to leave some on this end, and you definitely want to leave some hanging out on this end. So now you're going to repeat this process for the other hole. Alright, once you have that through, you're going to take your backing plate with your 1/4-inch bolts. And as you see, they just push right in there. And you're going to take your fishing line from your hatch side and you're going to tie it onto the very top portion of your bolt. Now, once you have those tied on, take your backing plate, just set it down inside, and now you can pull your bolts up through. Then what you will do is just set your knuckle to the side here. run your line up through your knuckle on one of them. And I'm gonna just tie that one off for right now. It's where another set of hands comes in real handy. And here you gotta be real careful. This is why mono works better, because you can cut it loose easier. But you're gonna cut your line off of that bolt. And you're going to put the nut on it. Now you want to get this nut just good and finger tight for right now. Alright, so that's good and finger tight. What that does is that keeps that backing plate lined up, because this one is through there. Now you cut your line off of this one. And you let that fall through. Alright, now for you Pescador owners, one thing we noticed when mounting it is the boat slopes off, so you need a spacer on each side. So we just have these plastic spacers sitting around. Now what you do, oh, and due to these plastic spacers, we also had to use bigger bolts. So that's why you see a different bolt than what comes standard. But with that wing nut tight there, it holds that backing plate right in place. And I can tighten this down. And you don't want to over tighten it right now, just kind of snug. Once you have that done, you're going to take that nut off. Let that drop through your hole. And it's mounted. As you can see, an area that is hard to reach, or impossible to reach, is still very able to have the landing gear mounted on it. A couple things to keep in mind is always check the depth of your plastic if you can. You might want to drill a small pilot hole just to see what it looks like in there. So check the depth of your plastic and check the inside for any obstructions, and you should be good to go. Again, I've got an extra backing plate here. If you feel, or if you want added security or whatever, you can purchase these online. It's a 9-inch backing plate versus the 5-inch. So super easy. Thank you for watching.